So I thought I'd start the talk today because we're all stakeholders in what I think is a bright new future of transportation. So when you're a stakeholder in a time like this, it's great to start with why. Why would we be stakeholders, and why would we engage in activity to change our communities and change the way we move from point A to point B? So I've put together a few slides to ask ourselves, what if? So what if my commute wasn't longer than my vacation time? When we first put this slide together, I thought that's certainly impossible, but it turns out that there are some places in the world where people actually spend more time commuting, given the difficult traffic patterns and urbanization patterns. Tokyo is one example that we came up with, where they spend more time commuting than on vacation. What if I could be more productive with my time? Could you take an autonomous vehicle, do some work on the way to your day job? Could you take an autonomous vehicle and think about the things you're about to do with your family as you're arriving home? What if I felt less stress when I got there? This is a big one. Most people in a commute are subjected to stress because they're driving the vehicle. That's bad enough on a clear day, but on a day with a lot of traffic, that can be tough on us as well. And then what if I was a part of something bigger? And I think this is a great way to end the what if session, not only as a customer to future modes of transportation, but again, as stakeholders that can be a part of something bigger, be a part of something that we offer to our communities. So how can we go about achieving these what if scenarios? A couple of the things that Bell has observed that are going on today are two converging trends. You know, talk first about the converging trends in society and then the converging trends in technology and how those two things are matching up in this unique time that we're all faced with to provide a great opportunity for us to change transportation. On the technology side, you see things like electric and hybrid electric propulsion. You see things in my world of vertical takeoff and landing, distributed propulsion unlocked by electric and hybrid electric propulsion. And then you see autonomy that extends from my sector of the economy or technology into automobiles, and then artificial intelligence to control those things. The beauty of these converging trends is not that they've come together separately as societal trends and technology trends, but they're actually hitting at the same time from both sides of that equation. When we talk about urban air mobility at Bell, we talk about moving three things: people, goods, and data from point A to point B in a when you want it, where you want it fashion. So we're going to talk today about something that could be used as an air taxi, moving people from point A to point B. We're going to talk about a vehicle that can move goods from point A to point B. And then in the intersection between the two, the data that they can absorb on their way. But recently, NASA sponsored a study about the future market that a lot of folks have followed up with. And on the urban air mobility side for moving people, by 2030, in just 15 major US cities, we could be looking at 750 million passenger trips. Now, that may not sound a lot for people in the Department of Transportation who think about cars and buses and trains and all the different modes of transportation. But in the VTOL world, in the vertical takeoff and landing world, so helicopters, and in Bell's case, and now Augusta, Westland, Leonardo's case, tilt rotors, that is a huge number that would transform our industry like it's never been transformed before. So maybe this is our chance to redefine travel or mobility, but I would contend it's really our chance as stakeholders to change the way people live. And I dream often about being a part of that. I roll a little film here, more of Bell's places in aerospace history. When I was a kid dreaming about being an aerospace engineer, I was kind of bummed because I missed the initial state by a mile when the Wright brothers were there. I missed the jet age by a mile too. Well, I wasn't born yet. I just almost got the space age. So those three big moments in aerospace history passed me by. But I'm here to tell everybody that's interested in this and myself again personally that there's a fourth one at hand, and it's on-demand mobility. and you can define it in whatever technology piece you'd like, but this is going to be truly historical for our industry and transportation in general.